Getting audio into our Q-SYS system from mobile phones is way harder than it should be. So I installed this new device from Ubiquiti. This is a PoE audio port. And this one tiny box helped us improve the flexibility and versatility of our church's audio system like tenfold. We have a Q-SYS audio system throughout our whole church, and the benefit of that is we get to play audio wherever we want, but the biggest downside to Q-SYS is the fact that it's super difficult to get audio into it. Not only do we have different sources from Dante audio, from our audio consoles or computers, the biggest problem is we don't have a place for people to use their mobile phones to cast audio into our audio system. This is the PoE audio port from Ubiquiti, and this aims to solve problems exactly like that. On the back of it, we have optical audio, RCA, USB-C, and the best of all, it's Ethernet powered. So we're able to power this over Ethernet and get audio output, and this is going to be the perfect device to get whole building audio. The setup of this is super easy, as you have come to expect from Ubiquiti. So we're essentially going to plug it into our switch, plug it into the network, and get an RCA cable out of here into our stage box. And this is our stage box. This is a Yamaha TO stage box, and there's nothing special about that for this particular environment, but what it's allowing us to do is get the PoE audio port's audio into our Dante system. Once it's inside of Dante, we can pull it into an audio console, we can pull it into our Q-SYS system, we can pull it up wherever we want. That allows us to basically distribute the audio throughout the building and process it however we want. The nicest part about the audio port is it's a purpose-built device for situations like this. We have Apple TVs in the building, but we have to do HDMI to aux extractors, and then we have to feed it into the stage box. But it's a lot easier just to have something like the PoE audio port where we're able to directly feed that into our stage box. So we're gonna plug in the audio to the device. These cables are a little bit on the bigger side for these ports, but they fit fine. And the audio port's now plugged in and fired up. So let's go ahead and play some audio through it and see how this works inside of Q-SYS and see how this looks on our Dante network. So it's now appearing in the UniFi Play app. We're gonna click on next, and it looks like it's setting it up now. Setup complete. So you'll see we have audio playing on the audio port, and this is Q-SYS Designer that we have pulled up. You may have seen this in other videos on the internet, but we're using Q-SYS in a lot of different elements throughout the church, but this video is about the audio port, so we're gonna focus on that. We're gonna go ahead and you'll see we're getting audio in on our NPR player in left and right. Although the problem is the gain on that is jacked up because the left channel is a lot higher than the right channel, so we'll fix that later on. You'll see in the design we have audio coming in from channel 22 and 23 of our Dante input, so that means we are able to pull that in and process that inside of Q-SYS. We have a stereo router that's a 2x1 to kind of switch between an Apple TV and the audio port, so that way we're able to switch over between the devices if we ever have to for whatever reason, but we'll be leaving this on the audio port. Going out of here, we have the mixer, and the mixer is just doing a left, right, and a mono mix of the output. Essentially what that means in this regard is this is feeding a radio mix left, radio mix right, and a radio mix mono out to the rest of the building. So we're essentially just summing the stereo channels into mono, and then the left and right's also going out. So we're able to use that like a variable basically inside of Q-SYS. If we click on it, you'll see we have more details available, and we can go ahead and rename our device. So because it's in Q-SYS, I have a direct out in Q-SYS, and we mapped it into our audio board, so we are able to pull up the feed from the audio here in the room, which is very nice. So we are able to use this. Typically on Sundays, we'll have Spotify playing on the Mac over there, but now we can have a dedicated hardware player for Spotify to play if we don't want to use the Mac, or if we want to use the Mac for something else. It's nice to have more options for music, because for special events or anything like that in the future, it's really nice to be able to have those options, so we're able to be flexible. The UniFi Play mobile app is how you manage it, and I think it's really well laid out. You can set your audio input, audio output, you can set a volume max, you can set an EQ on the device as well. I think it's really nice, especially if you have multiple, where you can manage them with zones. But the fact that you can manage all your devices from one app is really nice to see. It's going to make huge buildings and larger installations a lot easier to use with the UniFi audio ports. So this is obviously a super basic device, but in an environment like this, that is where basic devices excel. They have one purpose and one purpose only, and that's all they need. They really don't need any additional functionality that's not going to benefit the environment we're in or do any good. I mean, they could have added more features to it, but quite frankly, we're never going to use them. We're not going to use the alarms. We're not going to use the quiet hours, nothing like that here, because this building is always online, and we're gonna always have music streaming through this, probably 24/7. So we're gonna put this device through its paces and see how it performs over the years. I'm really excited to continue using this, and I'm curious to see what people think as end users. It's one thing for me to install it myself and say, hey, this is cool, I can use it, but it's another for somebody else to use the device and cast audio to it or play audio, etc. So we'll see what people say in that regard. I'm confident now that volunteers and guests can come in and cast audio very easily. This is going to save so many problems that we've had in the past, and hopefully reduce a lot of issues on the system usability in the future. This is one of those simple devices that fixes a real problem, and it's not flashy, but it saves me time every single week from helping people troubleshoot their problems. I'll link it below if you guys want to check it out, but that is all I have for this video, so thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you all in the next video.